Okay, everyone, welcome to the Eli and Mike show. We're here with Mr. Thomas Wu. Thank you for being on our show. We're
Of
so
course.
excited. So
This is exciting.
Thank you, man, so much. We're honored for you to be here. And you know what? It's so cool because you're kind of all over the place.
Mhm.
And it's so exciting to know that you are able to come to Rodeo in Beverly Hills to come
Yeah.
share a little moment with us to talk
Right.
a little bit about you.
Of course.
Thank you.
And about your life and what you're doing.
Of course. This is
Yes.
exciting.
Love
This is
it, love it. Thank you for being here. So,
Yeah.
I just have like a off question. How old are you, by the way?
24.
24.
I'm actually 23.
Okay,
But it's
okay.
a very complicated story. So,
Mhm.
I mean, like I was not born in America, but I was born a U.S. citizen.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So
That
it's
is
just-
complicated.
Can we
you tell
talk
us
about that?
Yeah.
yeah. So I was born in like Vietnam, and
Okay.
pretty sure my dad was talking to me about it. Like my mom messed up on my paperwork when we were applying. So I'm
Okay.
2000s baby, but
Okay.
it just came down as 99.
Uh-huh.
So I was like, whatever.
okay, that happens.
Hey, you know what makes you younger? It's all good.
Yeah.
Well, it
Why
doesn't
not?
really happen, but I actually have a friend that it happened to.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, so then you're really 23.
Yeah.
23. Okay, that's your real age.
Yeah.
Okay, love it, love it.
Yeah. I don't
And-
think a lot of people don't even know that. I don't
No.
think my family even knows that.
Oh my
Most of my
God.
family thinks I'm 20, like actually a 99.
Oh my God.
wow.
Well, if you guys want to know his real age, you
Yeah.
heard it here,
Oh,
here
sheesh.
first today. You said you were born in Vietnam.
Yeah, I was born in Vietnam.
Oh wow. How long were you out there for?
I came here when I was like 2.
Okay.
So you really didn't experience the culture out there,
No.
really?
Mhm.
Okay, got
I
it.
did live in Vietnam for like 6 months back in like 2019
Okay.
when I was competing back
Mhm.
there for their national. Like they had like a first ever Vietnam boxing professional,
Amazing.
and I just flew back there on a whim just to join their thing.
No
Okay.
kidding.
They let me in.
Wow.
Okay.
How long
Yeah.
were you out there for?
6 months.
Okay.
It's,
Okay.
it was really a life changing experience.
Okay.
Like, I saw a world in a totally different way. It was like a culture shock.
Okay.
In what aspect?
Coming from America,
Mm-hmm.
first world, you know, clean
Yeah.
air, everything's just catered to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you go back there, it's like third world, like it's wild.
Really?
So it's-
But then it's mixed with like first world.
okay.
So it's like
Uh-huh.
it's like a very off experience because you can go to like a 5-star hotel where they treat you like how they would here
Okay.
in the Hamptons,
Got it.
and then you could just go
Yes.
outside and you're literally third world sitting on the ground eating food.
Oh,
Oh, wow,
dang.
okay.
Yeah, so it's like
Okay.
that.
So,
Like
so it's
street
much
food everywhere.
different. Yeah, so it's much
Mhm.
different than like walking out in Beverly Hills, and then the moment you hit LA, it's like you see
Yeah.
poor people. It's literally like extremely like right next door.
Right next door,
Mm.
you can be in like this building and you
Yeah.
walk outside and you're eating on the street.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
That
that's
is
definitely a
different.
mix.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
for sure.
definitely different.
So going back to Vietnam, your family's from there.
Mhm.
Are you both your parents are together, or are they?
My mom and dad are divorced, so they split a while back. My mom doesn't like America. She likes living in Vietnam.
Oh,
Is
okay.
she there right now?
She's there right now. She
Okay.
has her own business and everything,
Oh,
so
wow.
she's comfortable. She's made it there, so she's happy being there.
Oh,
Shout
wow,
out to
that's
mom.
Yeah,
Love it. Love
she
it.
doesn't like paying taxes in America. She thinks
Hey,
it's a
who
scam.
does?
I don't think any of us do.
Right.
No, no one likes
That-
paying taxes.
That's the worst. That's the worst.
No one likes paying taxes. Yeah,
Are you close to your dad too? Cause
I'm closer to my dad than my mom.
oh, okay, so he's in America.
Yeah, he lives with me.
Okay, got it.
Oh,
That's
there you
cool.
go. There you go. Do you have any? I know we know about your sister. She's
Yeah.
super famous. But do you have any other brothers and sisters, or just you two?
I have one more half brother.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Love that. Love that.
Yeah.
And is he here with you guys as well?
No, he's with my mom actually.
Oh,
He's
okay.
only 3 right now.
Oh, okay. There
He
you
turns.
go.
I don't even know when he turns 4. He turns 4 in August.
Oh, there
Yeah,
you
yeah.
go. So a little
That's cool.
brother then. Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
He's a mini influencer coming up.
Pretty much, yeah. I got 11 more years before we can do spoiled brother content.
Oh,
Oh,
shoot.
wow, no
Okay,
kidding.
there you go. He's gonna blow up for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're so excited to have you here.
Yeah.
You know, you have so many views
Mhm.
on so many different platforms.
Right.
We can't even catch up with all your videos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When did this all start? Where obviously we know that you are an amazing boxer, and we'll get to
Mhm.
that in a minute. But when did all of your social media like take off?
Damn. When I was like 16, 17, I didn't even know what Instagram was.
Okay.
Okay.
I was like, it was like 2016. I didn't even know social media.
Mhm.
I was like
Wow.
a super anti-social guy.
Okay.
All I did was play games. I did try doing YouTube when I was like 14, 15.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a gaming YouTuber.
Mhm.
And during that time, I was hanging out with Ryan Garcia a lot.
Amazing.
He only had like 14,000 followers on Instagram.
Yeah.
And I guess he cracked the code and he basically paved the way because like he started posting social media videos. He started hitting the Cobra bag and went viral. Then he started
Yeah.
gaining followers.
Yeah. I
And we
remember
saw
when you
we saw the results of how like followers was the move now
Correct.
Okay.
in like
okay.
2017. So I was like, all right, I got to start jumping on this Instagram and start posting.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
Then I created this challenge called the floating ball challenge, where I hit like a medicine ball really fast,
Okay.
and that just went really viral, like
No
super
way.
viral. Like that era before TikTok was like going viral with like 5 million views was crazy. Like I made it on
Right.
ESPN, Sports Center,
Oh
That's
my
insane.
God.
Channel 5 News. I was like
No
losing
way.
my mind. Yeah.
Oh my
That is
God. And
powerful.
This
Yeah.
is something where you didn't even know you were gonna go viral.
My dad actually said to me before we did it, he was like, "Do you want to go viral? Or do you want to be famous?"
Oh, wow.
And I had no idea what he meant. And he threw the ball at me, and he was like, "Just hit this ball. If you can hit this ball for like 10 seconds, you will be famous." And in my head, I thought he was just messing around.
Wow.
So I started hitting it, and then it was hilarious because there's this dude. He was doing push-ups behind me, but he wasn't doing push-ups. He was just humping the ground,
Okay.
and we didn't even expect that.
Uh-huh.
And it
Oh,
just
okay.
made the video go viral because
No
there was
way.
two factors in it that made it viral.
And that guy was like randomly
Yeah.
doing
Random dude in
that.
that
Oh
gym,
my
like
God.
there were so many random and crazy people that when I was making gym content, it became more about them than me
Okay.
because there was just so many like
Crazy people.
peculiar people at the
Oh,
gym.
wow.
Yeah.
Oh my God, no way.
So that started my like initial Instagram journey. Like every time I've ever gone viral, it was like
Uh-huh.
based on accident.
Wow.
Okay.
'Cause
So,
I'm-
so nothing was really planned. It was just more like you're gonna do you, follow it, and then see what happens.
Pretty much, yeah. All 3
Okay,
times
wow.
I went viral. It was just me doing what I wanted to do, and it just happened, and I went with it.
Amazing. And why did your dad say like that actual, was it already viral? Like, did he just come up
I
with
guess
this
he
idea?
just has an eye for it.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. He just
Okay.
called
Wow.
it, and I was like, "That's
Like
crazy."
he knew.
That's
He
crazy.
literally knew. Did the guy that was humping the ground?
I
Did he
don't-
go
I
viral?
don't, he went viral. For
No
sure. He went
way.
viral, but I don't think he knows
Uh-huh,
that he
uh-huh.
went viral.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But everybody was talking about him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Everybody was talking about him.
Oh my God. Can we ask like how many views that one got?
On my channel, it only got like 100,000 views,
Mhm.
200,000 views back in 2018, and I thought that was a lot back
Yes.
then.
Yes.
But a lot of other pages started reposting, and they got like 1 million views, 2 million views
Amazing.
combined, probably over like 80 million views because there was like hundreds.
Wow.
Every sports channel
Oh
posted
my
it.
God. Wow. Really?
So obviously
Yeah.
it became a lot more viral.
Yeah.
And talking about viral, like
Mhm,
let's figure this out. So obviously you've been doing a lot on all these platforms.
Yeah.
What is the largest number of people that that have watched your content, like in one particular video?
In one video, probably has to be. So there's actually two videos that I can come to. There's one video where it's like solely me hitting the ball, and there's a dude hitting the bag and a girl stretching. That video has 50 million views.
Oh my God.
And there's another
Wow.
video where my sister's throwing a tantrum and I'm scolding her,
Okay.
and it has like 80 million views.
Oh,
Oh,
my God.
okay, that's crazy.
Yeah, so there's like 2
Wow.
videos. One I'm in it and one I'm voicing in it.
That's powerful.
Yeah.
And were those not like unintentional? You guys just said, hey, let's just try and see what happens.
Yeah, I just go with the flow.
That is so
Wow.
cool.
Oh my
And that's the
gosh.
beauty of influencing now. I feel
Right.
like it's now, it's like a job, but it's also entertaining, and it's also just people just really do it and they enjoy it
Mhm.
versus like I gotta go clock in and get a job. So I really like how you are just out there and you're actually influencing a lot of people to start doing things like what you're doing.
Yeah.
Like even us, we're starting
Mhm.
to work with Justin.
Mhm,
And he's helping us kind of build this platform of influencing to get more followers to build
Yeah.
on our business
mhm,
platform.
mhm, mhm.
Because obviously there's a result with that, but in your case, you're kind of that is your business, that is your key. And
Yeah.
again, we'll expand more on, a little bit further on your other ideas for business, but that's been something that's been promoting you to become who you are today.
Yeah.
Like people are now plugging themselves to try to get more access to you. So I think
That's
that's
true.
pretty genius. How do you feel about people wanting to be so involved with you right now?
It's actually a different feeling because I was really like more of the annoying kid in school, so people kind of just ignored me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I was annoying, so everybody disliked me. Like I was
Okay.
never
you
invited
were
anywhere.
annoying.
Yeah, I was annoying. I was pretty weird in high school. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay. Okay.
I wasn't on the internet ever. I was just
Uh-huh.
playing games because
Yeah.
I was an avid gambler as a kid. I'm not
Oh,
even gonna
wow.
No
lie.
kidding.
I didn't. We were so poor that I used to take money from my grandma, like $20, deposit it into my bank account, put it into Counter Strike, and I would go Counter Strike gambling for income.
Wow.
No
And I'd make
way.
like $80 a day
Oh my
because
God.
I would play. Back then, Counter Strike gambling was so unregulated and no one knew about it.
Mhm.
And kids were just gambling,
Mhm,
and I needed money to buy stuff and buy clothes and buy shoes.
mhm.
And there was literally no way I could make money. And I
Wow.
found that through gambling I could have made money. So I used to go play rock paper scissors, and it wasn't too popular back then. So you'd remember everybody's names, like they'll pop up frequently.
Mhm.
And what I did was I just memorize their initial patterns. So the first hand they play every day. I mark it down. So this guy has like a 60% chance of playing scissors on his first hand.
No way.
And I did the numbers, and I'll play every day. I'll join a lobby. If I see the name of the guy that I recognize and I have his numbers down, I'd join his lobby. I'd play him.
Oh
Wow.
wow. Okay.
It's kind of like counting
strategic.
cards for people that play poker in,
Yeah.
in your case. Wow, that's
Mm,
amazing.
Yeah, I was ahead of the curve back then. I don't know how I did that. Because
And
I
how-
tried doing it again. I couldn't do it.
How old were you when you did this?
15, 16.
Wow, you're hustling already at a young age.
Right,
That's so
right.
cool.
So I was
Yeah.
figuring that out. I didn't even care about social media. I was doing that, and then I was buying like skins on Counter-Strike to make YouTube videos. That's all I
Okay.
cared about was making
Wow.
YouTube videos on Counter-Strike. I
And,
had-
and we know that it's not always been about like social media and you having millions of
Yeah.
viewers and you know, one of the main things that you do is boxing.
Mhm.
And you know, we want to talk about that. When did you start boxing as a child? When
I started boxing when I was 9, turning 10.
Okay.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Wow. And I know there was a time where you had a fight and you just went viral from it. When did that happen? I
So
think you said it was your first fight.
my first fight in Asia, that was massive in Asia,
Wow.
which was
Wow.
crazy too because my dad had this crazy idea to have me put on the USA flag on my pants and the communist star on like, the front.
What?
Oh,
So
wow.
the flag was like that was like a very debatable question. He
Oh,
wanted me to
wow.
like
Well,
represent
yeah.
my heritage. Like you're from Vietnam and from America, so you put both flags on.
Yeah.
And in my head, I was only 19, and I didn't really think much about it. To be honest, in my opinion, 20 and under, I was really dumb. I didn't know anything about the world.
Okay.
Still
I
growing
was
up,
so
you know?
slow. I didn't even give it a second thought. I was like, all right, whatever.
Uh-huh.
I go up there on national Vietnam television with the USA flag and the Vietnam flag. I went viral in the whole country.
No way.
Like, I was getting posted everywhere, like Asian kid with blonde hair, poses like is making fun of the Vietnam flag and
Right.
everything. The younger crowd gets it, the older crowd doesn't.
So and you had that's right. You did
And then
have
in
blonde hair.
Vietnam, if you have like colored hair, it's like
Uh-huh.
blasphemy.
Got it.
You
So
look-
like Eli would go to jail.
No. But they,
Oh, they'll rock me to death?
I mean, if you're under 30, then they kind of understand. If you're
Okay.
over 30, everybody's like, "What are you doing?"
Right. No,
Mm.
definitely. Don't go to
Oops.
Vietnam, don't
I'm
go-
over 30. Sorry, guys.
Right.
I'm not
I
going to
know, like,
get it,
I'm not
I
going to
get it.
Vietnam.
Not your age, but like
But
the
yeah.
people's age,
Right.
like viewing you.
Yes. of
Oh
course.
God.
Yeah,
I see what you
definitely
mean.
did.
I see what you mean.
So then you went viral. Everybody saw you
Yeah.
over there on TV, and
Yeah.
what was the results of that? Did you have like half haters, half everybody loved you?
It was crazy. Like I was like, I beat an Australian dude. So after that, everybody in Vietnam was cheering me on like a hero, because that
Oh,
dude was
right.
like a champion at the time.
Mhm,
Oh,
mhm.
wow.
He had a belt and everything.
Oh wow.
That's so cool.
It was an exhibition fight, but I won. So
And that was your first fight.
that was my first professional staged fight.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And how does it feel knowing that was your first fight, professional fight, and you're the victor? You're like this.
Yeah,
is,
it was crazy because that dude was a champion too.
Mhm, mhm.
Oh, okay, got it.
He had a title.
And we have to go back to your
That's
dad.
crazy.
He knew, he knows how to market because you know the shorts,
Mm-hmm.
you know, punching the ball, and
Yeah.
you know it just seems like he
Yeah.
has an eye for that.
That was the same time as the ball thing too, so
Uh-huh.
it was like double boost of virality.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And that was before I really got into social media. Like I didn't lock into like 2018 was when it started. The ball was picking up. 2019 was when I got serious. 2020 was when I like joined like the FaZe Clan group and I became
Okay.
their personal trainer,
Mm.
boxing coach, and then I
Fa-
really
Face Clan.
yeah
Okay.
the gaming corporation.
Okay, got it.
And I started learning from like every social media guy that pulled through.
Oh, wow.
They had so many
Amazing.
content creators
So
that
smart.
came in, and I just learned. I sponged
Wow.
everything.
Powerful.
And you're already one of those people who writes down and observes and then applies.
Yeah.
Wow, that's.
I just
so
show up to
amazing.
like the scenario. I just play dumb,
Mhm,
and they'll just
mhm.
keep splurging information to me. I'd be like, "Oh wow, oh."
You're the best. Oh my god, I love it so
Yeah,
much.
just purposely act really dumb,
Oh
and
my
just like
freaking gosh.
people lower their guard, and you
Yeah.
just come in and just absorb as much knowledge as possible.
Fantastic.
I love that so much.
Yeah.
So then, okay, so but going back to it, so then you were not viral before that, before you were on like national television, or were you?
I was on national television in Vietnam.
Okay.
okay.
In America, I was on ESPN and everything.
Okay.
I just
okay.
didn't have like a crazy substantial amount of followers, but I made my face
Mhm.
onto the news and
Right.
everything.
Love
Right,
that.
right.
Okay.
I just have a question. How does it feel to see yourself when you're not viral, and then one day later you're on the news, and you know all these, you know, TVs.
It was crazy. Like the initial hit was crazy. Like I was
Okay.
like, yeah, I'm famous.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I don't know what to
Okay,
do with this.
okay.
But
Well, you
yeah.
mean infamous.
Infamous.
yeah.
Infamous. You know.
I remember like people were just randomly coming up and just saying hi and just like asking me like, oh, was it like CGI or is it real? Like when I was hitting the ball.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Because for like that
Okay.
2 months, it was on the news and everywhere. Like people just kept coming up and asking me. Every time I went to the gym, every time I was in public, it's just
Definitely.
you're the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, one of you, obviously social media influencing, but boxing. So, you started young. You went viral on your first fight, and since then you have just been pushing through and, basically becoming viral also in the boxing world as well. It's amazing what you're creating, and
I'm just trying to merge both worlds because Jake Paul and Logan Paul did it really well. So
They did. They did an amazing
They really
job.
did.
and they don't have to just kill themselves like traditional boxers to make the same amount of money. They're
True.
playing it smart.
Yes.
Because if you're gonna kill yourself, right, for the ego and for the pride and for the legacy, if you're a vegetable in like 15 years, your fans aren't gonna take care of you. It's just you and your family.
Very
Right.
true.
Yeah.
Yes.
So is the end result kind of like what they did? What
Yeah.
Jake Paul and them, you want to actually use your influence
Yeah,
to become a
both.
boxer?
Both professional and exhibition.
Okay.
But I don't want to destroy my entire body grinding the professional ladder.
Oh, got it.
I just want to
Mhm.
jump over,
Uh-huh.
come back to the exhibition and jump over, just for the main
Nice.
fights.
Got it.
Nice,
Yeah.
definitely. So boxing's always going to be a part of you.
Yeah, so that's the
Definitely.
main part.
Yes, the main part of you.
Yeah.
Love it,
What-
love it.
what-
Which
yeah.
obviously for the viewers, they're like, obvious it's the main for you,
Yeah.
but the social media seems to be the main as well because you're so good on it.
Yeah, that was just a hobby. Like every time I went viral on social media, it was like purely by luck. I remember like during the pandemic, I was just so bored, and I was just scrolling through YouTube, and I saw like Pokemon pack opening videos,
Yes.
and I had like 50,000 followers on TikTok,
Right.
because I was only posting like lifestyle stuff and boxing
Yeah.
stuff. I was like, all right, I'm gonna just go open a Pokemon pack on TikTok for fun.
I love this.
And in like 2 weeks, I had like 500,000 followers
No way.
Over opening the
over
wrapper.
like a series I did on TikTok.
Oh my
And then,
God.
in like 2 months, I had like 1 million followers. I was like, this is fun.
Wow.
So
know, I
you
was-
keep like doing hobbies, you keep
I
going
just did whatever
viral.
I felt like doing, and it just went
Yeah.
viral. Then I became the biggest Pokemon TikToker. I still have the most viral Pokemon video.
Oh my
It has
God.
almost like 1 million comments on it, so it's like
Wow.
it stands alone at the top.
Yeah,
That's
I still watch
insane.
those Pokemon County videos.
Yeah.
We
opening
probably
them.
saw yours. I
I
don't
I
remember.
think we might have saw you actually.
Yeah,
definitely,
so
definitely.
that's the second time I went viral. It was just Pokemon during the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
And then the third time I went viral was when I posted my sister throwing a
Okay.
tantrum.
Oh my God, let's talk about that. So like, what gave you this idea to like, okay, let's go viral, sister. This is what we have to do. Like,
So
what gave you the
Amelia's
idea?
always been like very self-conscious about her image. Like she has to be like this
Okay,
picture perfect
okay.
girl, and like
Okay.
everybody in school needs to know that she's perfect and she's
Got
like
it.
royalty princess.
Uh-huh.
So I was like, all right, I know what to do.
I can see
I'll
that.
just put you on the internet so your friends know what you actually do.
Wow.
Oh
No
no
way.
way!
And-
Oh my God.
I did it as like a punishment, right?
Uh-huh.
She just went viral. it just went viral. So I was like, huh. Maybe I'll do another video just for fun.
Uh-huh.
And she sees the video, she starts crying, and I record it, and she doesn't want to eat food, and I was like, "Why don't you want to eat the food?" And then I re-narrated it. I was like, "Oh, my sister's crying because she doesn't want to eat the food," but in reality, she's crying because she saw the first video I made.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
So yeah, and then that one went viral too. It got like 15 million views on it.
Holy
Wow,
smokes.
that's so
oh
good.
my.
And then
God.
that first month, we made like 500 million views.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That is
So that
epic.
means that you've already hit 1 billion then, right?
We were
In
averaging
views?
like 800 million views every 2 months.
Okay, so you've hit
For
more
2023.
than. Oh God! So
Oh
that means you've
my
definitely
God.
hit.
We
more-
Like
went
billions of
You're
billions
billions
of
then,
billions of views.
Okay,
Oh my
guys,
God.
billions of views,
Right.
guys.
I mean,
seriously.
When my YouTube, like the ball, we started YouTube for like 6 months, and the ball didn't start rolling until September. We started it in like March, and I was just posting it until I hired my friend to just constantly post all of my TikToks onto YouTube 3 times a day. The ball started rolling in September. We were at 100,000, 200,000 channel views, and September to December we were already at 1 billion views.
Wow.
So it was like
This
3
is
months.
2023.
Yeah, it was literally like 4 months ago.
Wow. Oh my God.
Yeah.
This is phenomenal.
So how do you feel about that? I mean,
Yeah,
I mean,
this
obviously
is-
you do the content. This is part of your business now. How do you feel walking in knowing the fact that this is gonna go viral? Do you just know it's gonna go viral, or do you, like, how do you?
I follow like the formulated plan. So if the plan stops working, I start digging for something else. Then when that starts working, I start sticking to that plan. Then I remix that plan. And TikTok is very repetitive. So I mean, social media is like somewhat repetitive. In the beginning, it was a lot of just. I mean, I still do the same lifestyle, just Kim Kardashian. I used to watch a lot of Kardashians, so I just did the same thing they did. Just
Oh, love
powerful.
That, love
I knew
that.
exactly what to do. You use document what you're doing, and then you re-narrate it,
Of course.
and you add storytelling to it.
Got it.
It drives people crazy.
It's
Oh my
almost like
gosh.
mimicking how you kind
Yeah.
of copy what it is, but then change it in your version.
Yeah.
I love that.
I told our story and my story, like my daily dilemma, my daily frustration. I just made it a diary on the internet.
So fascinating.
Yeah.
Like we.
And so for you and your sister, you know, it's amazing because we watch and
Mhm.
we're just kind of like, wow, this is like something that's been going on for a
Mhm.
while. You guys, you know, this energy, everything,
Mhm.
the views, but to know that it's like, you know, it kind of took off in 2023 is just,
Yeah.
again, I'm mind blown because you guys created that in such a little amount of time
Yeah.
and then in billions of views. It's just phenomenal.
Yeah, it was pretty
Um,
fast. I didn't expect it to be this fast, but
Yeah.
everybody hated the idea in the beginning. I was like,
Mhm.
give it like a year, you guys will thank me later. You know, cry now, laugh later. That's what I told them.
Wow, I love this so much.
And you know what's crazy? That's exactly how I feel. That we're in that stage right now because we're working with Justin,
Yeah.
and we're finally getting some viral videos. We had one actually today that was very viral, at least to us. You know, nowhere near millions yet, but to us, where we're growing and
Yeah.
where our end results also to grow our actual real estate business, right? But we actually have to be seen by people, right? For people
Yeah.
to know who we are in the beginning. So I know that it's crazy to see big numbers, but when you started, did it take you a long time to actually get to where you're at right now?
I've been on YouTube for like 12 years, so
Okay.
So
my
okay.
entire success story only lasted like 5 months.
Really?
So it took like 10 years of learning before I made it.
Oh my goodness, no
Yeah.
way. Okay.
And that was recently,
Okay.
like in 20 to
September. September is when the ball started rolling.
20. Wow.
But I was on the ground until then.
Got it.
TikTok was in the air though. I was already at like 6 million followers,
Mhm.
5 million followers on TikTok
Yeah.
before my YouTube started rolling.
Definitely.
And once my YouTube started rolling, I started changing the content styles to fit all social media platforms because I was making content style that only worked on TikTok. Every social media has like its own style,
Of course.
and you can find a medium, or you can just do the easiest thing is just trend hop. Just see what's
Uh-huh.
trending
Right.
and just jump on it
Yes.
with everybody else.
Like
what is that
Pokemon.
called again?
Trend hopping.
Trend hopping.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like the Pokemon, you saw the trend,
You hop on it. You see a cool dance. You hop on it. You what I would do is if I was in real estate, I would just go to like the top performing people in your niche. So
Okay.
I know this other guy that's in your niche. His name is Thatch or something. Thatch Win.
Okay, okay.
He does real estate.
Oh, great, okay.
Same thing as you guys. He has millions. He's like 3 million followers.
Got it.
It's like he's a Vietnamese dude. There's another Vietnamese dude, and they're always saying he has a son. So he's like, my son's only 16, and he drives a Corvette or something like that. But this is how he did it. And then he started off with like, he saved his money over 3 summers, and he bought 16 washing machines, and I let him use one of my rental spaces to put his washing machines in, and started his own washing machine business. So he's telling stories about how he did his real estate.
Got it. Like
And it's like,
storytelling.
so if I was you in that position, I would literally just watch how they did it,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll just go back to what I have in my facility, and how can I restructure that and use that same blueprint for ourselves.
I love that.
Wow.
So yeah, that's
That-
what I did. I saw the Kardashians lifestyle,
Yes.
took it back home. How can I do it with myself, my sister, and my friends?
Love it.
Fantastic.
And again, it wasn't just,
Yeah.
I'm going to do this. Like, you came up with the plan. You had the blueprints. You already seen the blueprints. You're like, now I'm going to do it with my blueprints the way I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
Basically the same thing, but you had it, you know, planned out. It wasn't just...
everything is methodically planned.
Mm-hmm,
The drama and the friendship, everything is like, you gotta just push people, so, you know, just gently like push them, nudge them in the
Yes.
direction you want to go. You just gotta make it
Got
subtle
it.
though. You can't make it obvious.
Right.
You just gotta subconsciously push people in the direction you want to go.
Right. Now, I'm just, like, shocked right now because you
Yeah.
are a superstar athlete.
Yeah.
And you're sitting here also as a superstar social media influencer as well.
Right.
Many athletes out there, like you said, you know, they're kind of killing themselves to make this dollar, you know, but
Exactly.
of course that's their profession. For you, you know, that's your profession, but you also are inspiring, you know, others out there, mostly I would say
Yeah.
athletes, to say you don't have to do that. Like you said a while ago, you also can have other realms of money or funds.
Yeah.
And one way to do it is social media. It's the future.
Yeah.
And you're living proof of that, you know?
That's true. I feel like life is filled with opportunities, and it's just how you take advantage of your opportunities and just make the most of it. Because you're given opportunities every day through people you meet, through chance encounters. You know, life just presents itself. It's up to the person. They have to be willing to take the opportunity that life presents.
Yes.
I grabbed every opportunity and just ran with it as much as I could.
Wow.
Like I abused every opportunity,
Like you went all in.
all in 100%.
Love that
Do you
so
ever
much.
have lazy days? Because it sounds like you're so viciously goal oriented that it doesn't sound like you ever like just relax.
I go until I collapse of just exhaustion.
Okay,
Then I
got
sleep like a full day.
Oh,
Or maybe
okay,
I just
okay,
sleep 2
got it.
days.
Oh,
Okay.
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 I'm not even. I just lay in bed
Amazing.
2 straight days.
Okay.
I think you were saying that some nights you're only getting 4 hours of sleep
Yeah.
or
So
less.
before, when we had an agency, when I didn't have an agency and I was fully managing myself and my sister,
Yes.
I would wake up and read emails for like 2 hours and respond to emails and do all of that. Then I would plan the content for the day. Just key talking points on things we needed to do, how often my sister needed to post and what she needed to say. Then we would actually go filming. Filming took all day, roughly like 4 hours of just our original content was just my sister being like just herself, just being spoiled,
Okay.
which she always does.
Love
And
it.
I just needed to have words in my head that I needed to say or how I planned it. And documenting was just a long process because you can't just rush documentation
Of course.
Right.
Got it.
content.
Right.
After that, I would go to the gym for like 3 hours, 2 hours. So it was like 7 to 10 at the gym.
Got it.
Then I go home and I just think about tomorrow's content, plan tomorrow's content, and I'd go sleep. That was before things got really hectic. When YouTube started taking off, I did everything what I just did, and I added YouTube on top of it. So now I'm planning long videos, I'm scripting and writing the long videos,
Got it.
scheduling it, and just finding, talking to like team members on editing, because I have to edit the videos as well.
Wow.
Oh, okay. So
I
you're
edit the
involved.
videos
Okay.
before I send it off to another editor.
So
Got
you're
it.
editing,
Oh, wow.
scripting, recording, emails,
Yeah,
fitness, also
Everything.
managing.
yeah,
This is intense. And then obviously, like you said, sometimes 3 or 4 hours of
Right.
sleep.
yeah.
Wow.
Sometimes I don't even sleep.
Oh my God.
Because I need to be on top of the game to just
Uh-huh.
research content.
Yes.
Because YouTube took it to a different level where I got to watch other YouTubers, understand what they're doing,
Mhm.
how they're carrying the video, how they're making their audience retention over 50%, what they're doing that's working. And just understanding the dynamic of what's happening now. Because in every few months, the dynamic of content changes and you just got to stay on top of it.
That makes so much
Yes.
sense.
Yeah.
Like a lot of our content right now is basically based on like housing and our suits. We're always dressed up. So a lot of the stuff when we're out there, we're all like, hey, let's dress you up, or hey, would you want to buy this house? But it's all mixed in with like more trendy stuff, which is
Yeah.
what Justin's helping us with, which is
Right.
actually getting us viral compared to the regular stuff. Hey, we're right here showing this house, which hasn't really been working. So it's kind of cool how the production side of it.
If you had a house, right?
Mm-hmm.
What would be great content is like you should show them how much this house cost,
Yes.
how much it would cost to own the house,
Okay.
and how you could have returns on it, or what kind of profits you could make off of it, mortgaging it,
I love
renting
it.
it out, Airbnb-ing it, like
love it.
your possible gains.
Mm-hmm.
Feeding knowledge to people.
Mm.
Sometimes people just watch it for fun. Because I used to watch those videos all the time when I had no money.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, when I had money, this is what I'm going to do.
So literally, what I'm getting out of all of this is that you are trained.
Yeah.
This is like incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, we have so many coaches, so many people helping us with certain different things and editing emails. Our personal assistant, our
Yeah.
videographer, you know, thank you for being here for today. But oh my God, and you're doing all of this.
Yeah, I'm like doing the jobs of like 8 people at one time.
Wow. Wow.
But you
And
do-
I was a consultant too. At one point, I did like consulting for Forever
Oh
21.
my God. No way.
But
Yeah,
Oh
I
my
was
no
like
way.
telling them how to do some of their events. It was crazy.
Oh my God, I love
is
this so
powerful.
much.
Yeah.
How is it managing and working with family, your sister? Because I know I have 5 brothers, 1 sister.
Yeah, it's not easy because my sister, she's like more of a princess.
Hey,
and
we
she's,
love you. Shout out,
She's just
shout out.
spoiled. Like, you know, she's really spoiled. So I
You're
just,
spoiled.
I work with what I have. I don't look up to the sky and be like, God, why is it like this? I
Okay.
work with what I have. I play the cards I'm dealt.
Right.
So if she's being difficult and she's being stubborn and spoiled, I'm gonna just document it. I'm gonna post it.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna
I
just
love
make.
it.
I'm gonna make content out of it with whatever I have. So
And she's cool with it now, though. She don't even care anymore.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
somewhat.
that-
Sometimes, yeah, sometimes.
Right, right,
she
right.
she wants to be more like a princess now, but I'm gonna still document her when she's throwing tantrums and stuff like that.
Yes. Right.
We're just aiming for more brand friendly, for more brand deals and stuff like that at the
Amazing.
I
Amazing.
love that. I love that. One thing we're working on as well is brand deals. You know, sometimes we believe in the future we'll be maybe partnered with people with suits or you know certain type of things. You know, how does it feel when these brands reach out to you? You know, they're like, hey, we're gonna pay you this much just for who you are.
I never really thought about that. I just thought about the money and how I could get more money out of them. Before I met this friend of mine. His name is Alex, and he helped me a lot on how to write an email. Because before I was only getting like $600, $400 per sponsored videos, brand deals.
Oh, got it.
And he taught me how to write emails through the course of like 4 years. Like he's like
wow.
literally my father figure in social media on how to write emails and how to deal with big corporate companies. Basically, like writing an email is like boxing.
Wow.
And how you write an email can change a $600 sponsorship to a $10,000 sponsorship.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And those are the type of things you would do. Just send out an email, change it, get the 10K.
I literally changed my life when I wrote
Wow.
when I
Oh
wrote
my
emails differently. It changed my life.
Wow, that's eye opening.
Yeah.
Oh
So I have
my
a question
gosh.
for you, but I don't know if you can disclose this, but it's a little deeper. But is the money more in monetization of the media of people following you, or is it more off the brand deals?
Depends on your content. I can't say everybody's different.
Okay.
You know.
So in essence, sometimes your brand deals are better paying than the followers.
It depends on month to month.
Okay.
I remember last year there was a brand deal. They offered me 4,000. I said no. Give me $2 per 1,000 views. They agreed to it. They signed it. They didn't. I mean,
No way.
apparently they didn't see the numbers I was pumping
Okay.
out.
Yeah, yeah.
Every video was plus 10 million. I made a
Yes.
video. It had 24 million views under a month. They owed me 48,000.
Oh my god.
So 4,000 went to 48,000. They refused to pay me.
No.
Oh.
I had
Wow.
I made them send me the information of their building and everything, like where they're like base
Yes.
and all that before we
Okay.
signed the contract.
Great.
Wow.
Added
great.
it to the contract. They signed it, and I threatened to sue them for that, and they got scared. They coughed it up.
Wow.
Powerful.
Oh my god, that is like boxing.
Yeah.
Definitely it is. Oh my
The
god.
power of suing.
Yeah.
The lawsuits. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Wow, that's
So-
amazing.
So that is not only boxing, it's not only influence, and it's not only managing. One thing we do have to point out is your amazing style.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We thought we were stylish, but oh my god, we walked in the room right now.
So
and look at
yes.
this.
So you obviously haven't ripped them out of anger, right?
No. These are Balenciaga jeans. These
So
are
epic.
Balenciaga shoes.
Oh my
I have
god.
chrome hearts on.
Love
Are
it,
you
love it.
Balenciaga?
I'm trying to be. I'm trying to be a little
Right,
more.
right, exactly. We're meeting with Kim K on Friday,
Ooh.
and
Yeah.
you know, we'll let her know.
I literally modeled everything after her, so it's like
Yeah,
That is
I
amazing.
love her
I love
energy.
that.
She's so amazing.
the reality Kardashian content is like it's
Isn't
amazing.
it?
They're
And I-
geniuses.
yeah, and I feel the same way. I feel that people may look at it obviously like a show, but I'm like you, and I would actually watch the show to see
Right.
what they were doing, what kind of content are they creating, what kind of drama they're creating. I mean, everything is so important, and they're just
I
masters. at it.
purposely start drama in our friend group just so we can make content, but then it gets so complicated because it gets personal to
Yeah.
them. Like they don't understand
Right.
that we can
Yeah.
turn this into like actual,
Right.
Money.
Right. Exactly.
Agreed,
Exactly.
yeah.
yeah, but
Oh
they're
my
just
God.
they're kids. They're in their teens, so it's like
yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
still working with kids. I gotta remember that I'm 24 and they're 19.
Yeah.
They're
yeah.
not gonna
Oh.
figure it out.
Mm-hmm,
So maybe they're 30 because
Mhm.
I kind of expedited my learning process in the last 4
Okay.
years.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely. Love it. Love it.
And about your rings, so what brand is that? I mean,
Chrome
talk to us
Hearts.
about that.
Chrome Hearts.
So, are they like? Do they just make really fat rings like that, or?
Chrome Hearts was a biker-oriented company, and it became very mainstream recently.
Okay.
And yeah, they specialize in chrome accessories like this.
It
They're
looks
big and chunky. There's some
Yeah.
small ones
Yeah.
too. Like this is considered small basically.
Okay. Okay. It's pretty
Hey, this
big.
thing's heavy.
Let me see.
What the?
Oh my god, that is
Yeah.
heavy. Wow.
And they're super expensive for
Wow.
silver.
So probably when you take these off and go to bed at night, you're like, oh, my fingers can rest.
Yeah, you feel like there's so much space in your fingers now.
I can imagine.
And it's weird
man.
without them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, where did you get this style?
I was in Japan and I saw it.
Okay.
And
Oh
I
my
bought one, and
God.
one led to two.
That's it. You got addicted.
I
And two
love
led to
it.
three.
No.
You have an
way.
addiction problem.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, and so you just would
Definitely.
see people dressed, and you're like, okay, I need to be dressed like that.
Yeah. I didn't really
I
care
love
about my
it.
style from last year.
Okay. Okay.
Until I was like, Because I grew up poor, so I never
Okay.
really cared about fashion or anything.
Got it.
I always tried to save money. And it never really hit me that I was making money more than the average person.
Right.
So when I realized like I could just buy clothes and not worry about it, I was like, all right, we're gonna go shopping now.
Yeah.
Because I see the money. I never check my bank account, and I just see the money coming in.
Yes.
I just see it. I know what I'm getting off of brand deals and like the
Right.
monetization,
Right.
the YouTube checks.
Mm-hmm.
But when I realized I could just spend money and I'm still good,
Yes.
I was like, all right, I might as well just buy clothes. 'Cause
Wow, that's so epic. You just stated something, and if we can get into that, I know it's a very touchy subject. We had a guest recently. We asked
Yeah.
this question. There's little tears, but you know, you said you grew up poor. You
Yeah.
know, what was your upbringing like? Where is this? You know, you stating this.
So I grew up in a good neighborhood, thank God.
You
But
said
we were-
Arcadia or
Arcadia.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So
That's
I went
definitely
to
a good neighborhood.
It was
for
a good
sure.
neighborhood.
Okay.
We were poor.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even joking. We were super poor.
So you're the poor people in Arcadia.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was the poor people that lived in a nice house.
Got
Okay.
it. Got it.
So I don't know. People thought I had money growing
Mm-hmm.
up because I was always like quiet. I never like showed off or anything. I was like, I just tell people straight up I'm poor. Even like 4 years ago when I had no money,
Mm-hmm.
people thought I was just being like modest. I was like, no, I'm poor.
Okay.
And no one believed me because
Wow.
I told them straight up that I'm poor.
Right.
And they're like, nah, you're just
Yeah.
investing. I'm like, no,
Yeah.
I'm poor. I'm
Right.
I'm here
Wow.
because I'm just I'm boxing coach. And I supply value. That's the reason
Of
I'm like at
course.
all these events, right?
Got it.
No one believes me that I'm poor. I'm just
Wow.
because I was sponsored a lot. I was
Got
given
it.
a lot of free stuff.
Yes. Right.
And in
right.
high school, I was just gambling. So like I was
Mhm.
making $100 a day. To me, I was rich in high school. $100 a
Yeah.
day.
Right.
I was buying like $1 lemonade,
Hey.
$2 cookies.
Yeah. Right.
You know,
right.
$1 ramen noodles. I was a
Okay,
baller
okay.
walking
Hey.
every
Balling.
lunchtime, just holding like.
Hey,
Like
that
all
is
these
balling.
goodies?
Yeah, I was like,
That definitely is balling.
I was
yeah.
like micromanaging $3, $4 a day. I'd be like, if I spend $3 a day at the end of the month, I'll be at 90. So I need to make $100.
Yes,
Wow,
sir.
wow.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's
so I was
amazing.
like,
So-
Your mind has always been going all over the place. It's not just boxing again. Like you're just always in different realms of something.
Yeah, because like my family, right? We came from wealth, like super wealth.
Okay.
And
Oh, okay.
then my grandpa passed away, and
Change things.
the wealth just dispersed because everyone just didn't know what to do with the wealth. And
Got it.
you know, if you just keep
Right.
spending, like
yes.
it's not. Okay, what I tell myself is, it's not about how much money you have. It's about how much money you make.
Mm-hmm.
If you have money and you're not making money, the money's gonna disappear eventually.
Right.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, vice
God,
versa.
that was really powerful.
Yeah.
Honestly, very very
So,
powerful.
so being an influencer, you know, there's a lot of people that always just all day try new stuff. They're always giving it all they got, and I think one of the hardest part is people just don't understand how to maybe count numbers or read trendy things online. If you were to tell your audience or anybody watching, what would you tell them would be, like how long or patience levels? What exactly do they need to do to kind of maybe begin?
Well, you'd start off in what you want to do. Just do what you want to do.
Mhm.
Look to improve. I know some people aren't just meant to be famous because they're just stubborn and they just don't want to learn. I've seen so many creators that just are stubborn and refuse to leave their comfort zone. You're supposed to leave your comfort zone and try new things. Put your ego aside and just copy other people. Establish yourself first. So once you make it, you have the luxury of doing what you want.
Yes.
It's like
Right.
basically life. If you're starting off with no money, you have to get that 9-to-5 job
Right.
before
Wow.
you can establish your own business and do what you
Yes.
want.
Mm-hmm,
You need money in social media. You need followers before you're able to do
Mhm.
what you want and have the freedom of what you want.
Yes,
Wow.
Yes. Definitely.
Basically like a video game.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So you literally said lose your ego, be uncomfortable, and what was the last one? There was one more.
Don't be afraid to copy somebody.
Yeah,
Mhm,
and don't be afraid of
mhm,
copying
mhm.
somebody.
Yeah.
That's great information because, like even us, I would see trendy things and I'm like,
Right.
oh, that'd be cool to do as a video.
Yeah.
But in the back of my head, I'm like, well, I'm not gonna copy them.
Mhm.
So my mind automatically thinks
Mhm.
copyright, and
Don't
I'm worried
think.
about thinking that.
Don't think, just do it. That's what I say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure, there's boundaries you set up, like, copyrights,
Uh-huh.
but if you're copying, we live in an era where everybody's copying everybody on
Right.
social media.
That's what I figured. Yeah.
Yeah, so unless you're just taking their entire video and posting it onto your video, there shouldn't be a problem if you're just taking the idea.
That makes sense.
And kind of like you said, just do it, because some of your videos that went, or 3 of the main videos that went viral, you were just like, let's do it, let's be natural.
Yeah.
And then millions of views later because you just were you.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is extreme.
Once the ball starts rolling, I fully put like 200% effort into keeping that ball rolling.
Love that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
See,
Now-
oh,
Oh, no, go ahead.
See, that's the issue with most people. Most people give up the moment they hit the either they plateau or they hit that moment of the big win, and they're like, all right, I got my, like you got your house, right? I got my house, I'm good. Now I get to chill, or I get to just kind of follow the same thing that I've been doing, so they don't change it.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I've seen so many other influencers. They come from humble beginnings. They make it. They make big. They make their first paycheck. They take vacations, all right? And then they spend all their money,
Right.
and now their money is gone. They're not relevant no more. Their ball stops rolling, and now they're trying to get back onto social media, and they're crawling at the ground again.
Yes.
Got it.
And going viral on social media and getting your ball rolling is like the equivalent of winning the lottery.
Right.
Because
Right.
once you did that, your life has changed.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Right. And
Wow.
your life changed because you said obviously you came from a poor upbringing.
Yeah.
So, and I think if you just let me know if I'm wrong, but the money kind of came recently,
Yeah.
right?
I think you said 4 months ago. Actually, is what you said, right?
No, the money came last year.
Got it.
Last
Once
year.
with the same time we went viral.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I went
Wow.
from like average income to like annual American income plus a month now.
That's
Wow.
amazing.
Wow. And these come from like brand deals.
Everything.
Just everything from
all
being
sources
on
of
so-
avenue, mentoring people, helping other people do social
Okay.
media.
So I think that was what my next question was going to be. Actually, all this knowledge you're dropping. I mean, you're already a coach, correct? Or is this something
It's
you're
just-
going to
it's
get
just-
into?
I live in like a wealthy area, and some people just want me to help their kids with social media or help their business. And I know they have money, so I just charge them a premium,
Right.
and I
Right.
just help them. There's two ways to do it, right? It's either I do it for you,
Okay.
or I can tell you how to do it
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and when to do it.
Got it.
I can't promise you. I can't promise you that you're gonna be famous,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like hitting a bullseye, right? I'm gonna
Okay.
give you like 100 darts to throw at the bullseye instead of one.
Wow.
So you have more chances of going viral.
Yes.
And once you get your ball rolling, I can just
Mhm.
tell you what to do, when to do, and how to do it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You can do everything I tell you, and if your ball's not rolling, or if you're not surfing the wave,
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't even matter. And so I just see people crawling at the ground.
Wow.
Wow, that's so
intense.
so interesting because that makes so much sense because we've been trying for how many years now, trying so hard, like ruthlessly to try to get our videos viral.
That was me 10 years on YouTube.
So you see what I mean? So we've been trying so hard and like nothing hits. Yeah, some of them have hit here and there, but not really like the way even the new content is hitting. So I understand where you're coming from, where you got to be relevant, you got to follow the trends, because I feel like that's what we were missing.
Mhm.
And you know, people that
Yeah.
are watching, they can really find things from, you know, they can look you up and say, hey, you know, this is what Thomas is doing. Look at the trendy stuff, and they could even copy you and do it on their own format too.
Yep.
Huh?
Yeah. Because the coaching, I know it's kind of like a premium that, you know, the people pay you, but I think it's beyond that. I mean, that's just what I see from an outsider. Like, sitting here with you today on this podcast,
Mhm.
you have so much knowledge. I mean, you know, again, is it something where you ever thought maybe you would create like a coaching program? Because
I've
your
thought
brain
about
is
it.
like,
Maybe I should at this point,
Yeah.
because that's just free money I'm throwing away if I
exactly.
don't. I
No,
feel like
right.
I have like over 10 years of social media experience just balled
Yes.
up in my head.
Right. And with that social media, like the experiences you've been telling us throughout this
Right.
hour has been, it's not just social media. There's so many different things that we have been connecting to that I can only imagine if you had a course, the what you can create with it. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? The coaching that you can do, it's just phenomenal what's inside
Yep.
your brain. You know
And
what I
it's
mean?
it'll be so easy for you too, because you could literally have it all web based and have
Yeah.
like 100 people just watch your content. They're all paying a certain premium
Yeah.
monthly or an
Mhm.
initial subscription fee or something.
I've
It'll be
considered
so
that.
simple.
I just need to get to it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like
You're-
I've been so busy every day that I haven't even gotten to it. That's the thing.
Definitely.
Maybe delegation would be key, because even for us, like we have our assistant. Without her, we would literally be so bombarded with phone calls, emails, and everything. And because we have other jobs, right? We all have so many different things to do in the mortgage and real estate business. You have all these businesses going on within one scope of which is influencing, right? And if you do it all alone, as much as, you know, the hardest part we learned that from a lot of mentors is detaching yourself from jobs that you are now overpaid for. Because, you know, even washing your laundry, even washing the car, you're overqualified for that.
Mm-hmm.
So those are
Right.
the things we learn. Like, we're not taking our clothes to get dry cleaned anymore. It's more of our partner's job, our assistant's job, right? So little things like that, we've learned a lot more. And I know that, could you imagine you being the coach? People would sign up so fast
Right.
Yeah.
because of
Right.
your talent.
Yes.
That's true.
Yeah, definitely. That would be
I
phenomenal.
mean, we'll sign up.
Right, we're gonna be the number. We'll be the number ones. We'll be the number
I
one.
guess
Can we
I
sign
gotta
up right now?
start-
Can we
Yeah.
be the Can
Yeah.
we be the first ones?
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let us know. We'll be number one.
Yeah, I
and
gotta look into it then.
yeah, please, and let us know when you do. And again, we're gonna get a little deep again. So
Yeah.
we,
Deep as we
We're
want.
getting
thank
deep.
you, thank you so much. So there's so much good we've been talking about.
Yeah.
The coaching, working with your family, amazing. The viral videos.
Mhm.
But we always like to ask this question. And is there a time in your life where you were just so down and out that you were like, I don't even want to get out of bed today because I don't care anymore? Because we like asking this question because you're here today, successful, made things
Yeah.
happen. But it's not always like that if you're watching. And, this is why we like to hear straight from you. Is there a time, you just couldn't get out of bed or you're just like, I'm done?
All the time, actually.
Okay.
Before I was famous, in high school, I was at the bottom, right?
Okay.
I went to school with everybody else. Everybody else had everybody else's family had houses, home. They were going
Wow.
to college. They had
Like the
things
rich
going.
Arcadia area.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was at the bottom, at the bottom of the barrel.
Mm.
Even the kids that were poor,
Uh-huh.
I was lower than them,
No way.
and no one knew that. No one knew how low I was.
Mhm.
It was bad.
Yeah.
And I was I really got dealt the worst hand possible.
Okay.
God put me at the door, right? I was not I know there's a lot of worser situations you could be in the world,
Mm-hmm.
but I was here, but I was also not here. God put me at the door, but I couldn't step my foot through the door. It was like a tease.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so I was just there, at the I was there, first world, but I was living like a third world. I was just scavenging.
Okay.
And I could barely step through the door.
We can see
Wow.
that.
That's how it
Wow.
felt constantly.
Yes.
Why am I so close, but I'm not able to reach it? That's just barely out of reach.
Yes.
Friends were going out, they were allowed to have birthday parties, and I
Yeah.
never celebrated my birthday party.
My
I only
God.
had one birthday party when I was 12. When I was 2 years old, 12 years old, and 18 years old.
Wow.
My entire life.
Oh my God.
Except for last year, because I had money last year.
And
Okay,
is that
there you go.
Is that because your parents didn't want you to have one? You
No,
didn't want
They
one?
couldn't
or-
afford it.
Right.
They couldn't
right.
afford it.
We
Yeah,
couldn't
Okay.
afford it. The most we could do was just go to dinner.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
See that's even more poor than me.
Thank you
Yeah.
for
Yeah. And we
sharing
come from
that. Thank you
humbleness
for
too. Like
sharing that.
we didn't really have a
Oh,
lot
yeah.
of money either,
Yeah.
but
Oh,
they
yeah.
at least put a cake in front of me.
Yeah.
No,
Wow,
but-
that's
but
interesting.
yeah, that's and so then how were you able to? So it seems like you were able to see that door, like you said, you see everything on the other side. You're actually at the door. What made you walk through that door, or how did you? Because again, what is it? It's not really your fault.
I just wanted to. I don't know. I just wanted to just be better. It's just,
Uh-huh.
it was I was blessed to meet good people that helped guide me along the way. It was I didn't run into yes men. I ran into people that told me what I didn't want to hear, and I felt like that was the most important part of my life. Was there was two friends in high school, or just one actually, that he told me what I needed to do, or where I needed to be, instead of actually just telling me what I wanted to hear.
Mm.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that just pushed you through that door.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
I
my
see
dad
it,
was
I see it.
constantly pushing me
Wow.
in the boxing aspect,
Mhm.
but that mentality drove spread throughout my entire life.
Uh-huh.
He rigorously forced me to become boxing. That's why we did boxing. That was the
Uh-huh.
only way I could have ever made it out of the gutters.
Wow.
But the most realist people will tell you what you don't want to hear. They'll tell
Yeah.
you things that you feel are the opposite of how you actually feel inside. You're like, oh, I feel like I'm good. And
Yeah.
they're telling you, no, you suck.
Yeah, that's
Like,
what
you
my
know.
dad is.
Yeah.
Everybody thinks he's super abusive growing up,
Yeah.
but he was just constantly giving me a reality
Yes.
check. Because he
Right.
was
Yeah.
the only other person that knew, except for my family, that knew our situation.
Mhm. Oh.
And he's
that's
like,
right.
you either do this, or we gonna be homeless, because we don't even have a home. Our home. All right, people don't know this, but I don't even know if am I supposed to even say this.
Thank you.
The place that I was living before, I won't say names or anything, but if that person died, the house gets repossessed by the bank because we owe money on the bank.
Of course.
Wow.
It's a mortgage.
So we go homeless
Mhm.
if that
Mhm.
person passed away.
Yeah.
Mm.
So
Wow.
I was literally on a timer, and I didn't know when that timer was running out.
Oh
Wow.
my God. Okay, I know what you mean now.
Yes,
I know
so
what
it was
you mean
bad.
now.
I was
Wow.
constantly stressed out.
So not only was it you're at that door, you're seeing everybody else go live this life of happiness and money and birthdays, you also were up against, where
I had the responsibility of an adult. on my
Yeah.
shoulder as like a kid already.
And knowing that if that situation happens where the time is ticking, you would also be homeless. So it's not
Yeah.
only the only thing you have in your heart was like, at least I have this home, and at the same time you also have to have in the back of your head, this home could be lost at any minute if that
Right.
Yeah,
clock keeps or ticks and it
yeah,
ends.
expires.
That is
pretty much.
Yes, exactly. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I have like the
No
chills
one
right
realized that because I tried my hardest.
now. Oh, man.
I remember trying my hardest in school just to be like the annoying, funny kid, just being
Okay.
like someone else. So people just would not.
Wow.
I never wanted the world to see like what I was going through. So I just came up with this facade, so people would just get diverted, just like a full diversion.
You made an identity different.
Pretty
different
much,
identity,
yeah.
Huh? That's
Mhm.
crazy.
It's an alter ego.
Wow.
So no one really knew what I was going through at home or how bad it was.
Wow. I'm feeling it right now. I'm
Yeah.
feeling it right now. And so then this is when you were like, okay, let me get into the boxing, the mentors that you were connected with, and then you started to feel you going through that door because of the coaching, because of the drive, the consistency of you having to
Mhm.
be there, and then having people there for you as
Yeah.
well. So then that's when your boxing career started, and then you
My
kind of
boxing career started as a kid
Okay.
because we didn't know there was no way I could have like lived on a 9 to 5
Uh-huh.
because we would have been homeless. I don't know how like it was just bad because my
Wow.
mom moved back to Asia. She just needed to find a better life because there was no way that she
Yes.
was gonna stay in that
Okay.
situation.
Yes.
I never really thought about moving back with my mom because I wasn't really close to her during the time.
Mhm.
For like 10 years, I wasn't even close to her. We didn't really talk
Got it.
too much.
Yes.
I visit her for like one month or two at a time, like
Okay.
2 times.
Uh-huh.
So I was never close to my life, like the entirety of my life growing up. As a kid, she's always working. I'm in school. She comes home at 9. I never see her.
Okay.
When I'm 10, she disappears and moves back to Vietnam.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
So like, when I think about it, in my entire life, I was never close to my mom,
Mm-hmm.
and it wasn't even her fault. It was just the circumstances we were in.
Got it.
Because if she didn't work, there was no money, there was no food, there was no
Mhm,
anything.
mhm.
So,
Right. I love the way you're looking
Yeah.
at it. I really do love.
yeah.
the
So
way
at
you're
every opportunity, at every learning lesson, I made the most of it.
looking-
More than most people would, because I took advantage. I never took anything for granted.
Mm-hmm.
Like whenever I'm in a situation, I'll just sit and just absorb the moment as much as possible. Because like, I felt like if I was never gonna make it, I might as well enjoy what I have now and just be happy and with what I have now, without being complacent. So I'd
Mhm.
enjoy what I had now. I've always dreamt of buying a house, just buying a small house,
Mhm.
just being able to move my family out,
Yes.
and just so everybody can just have a comfortable life.
Amazing.
So I'm already living above my dream right now.
That's
Wow.
amazing.
Yeah,
And, didn't
love
you just
that.
buy your house?
Yeah, in full,
Wow.
paid off and everything.
Wow.
And that was-
Congratulations.
Thank
And that
you.
was amazing when he just
Yeah.
said he's living his dream.
He is.
And again, everything that you had to go through to get there. So like you being here today is gonna change so many lives that are watching
Mhm.
because they may be going through this situation where that door is right there and they
Yeah.
can't get through. But everything you're sharing is so powerful.
Yeah.
Like I already know you're gonna change so many people's lives. Like you're
hope
changing
so.
our lives as we sit here right now.
Yeah.
I want
Thank
you
you.
to know that.
Yes, coach.
Yeah, you need that coaching.
Yeah.
Like literally like tears already because I'm like, wow, like I'm just so, it's so inspiring.
Yeah,
honestly.
it wasn't easy growing up.
Mhm,
On top of
mhm.
that, I was like a boxer,
Yeah.
so I was getting punched constantly. So it's like, and everybody looked down on us too for being a boxer. Like, why didn't we go to school? Why didn't we do
Mhm.
this? I was like, I already saw the system and I already planned it out. Like,
Right.
what is like the most I'm gonna do if I went to school? If I become the top performing student, I become a doctor. I'm only making